IPOs, and more IPOs. Whether you have already invested or are looking to invest, the Zomato IPO must have surely crossed your way. However, do you know that there is a lot more going on in the IPO market and the startup space in general, which might be of some interest to you? Well, starting off with the IPO itself, you might be aware that Zomato's IPO was oversubscribed within 24 hours of its release. However, are you aware that other big players in the market are also looking to release their IPO? For example, MobiKwik has filed its paper for a 1,900 crore IPO. Also, Paytm, our beloved payment gateway, has already put forth its proposal for a 16,600 crore IPO, while the shareholders have agreed that they are going to allow the users as well as the shareholders to subscribe before the actual release. While we let that sink in, we should also look at how the startups are very productively contributing to our economic recovery. How do we know this? This can be gauged by the fact that they are attracting so much funding amounting to millions and sometimes a few $billion, adding to our growth and employment statistics. Some of the notable startups that attracted funding this week include our beloved news app InShorts that got $60 million funding from V Capital, and OU Rooms, how can we forget, that raised $600 million in loan. While we let that loan amount sink in, it is also worth knowing that Canada Pension Plan Investment Board has invested $800 million in the Flipkart company. Well, while we contemplate on this, it is also worth noting that the edtech sector refuses to slow down. A lot of us had seen a boom in the education sector, especially the ones that decided to go digital in the beginning of the lockdown. However, this trend is not going to slow down anytime soon. For instance, Olive Board, an edtech startup, has raised an undisclosed amount from IAN funds. Also, M-Power, another startup, has raised a whopping amount of $100 million. Now, one may wonder what these companies are going to utilize these massive funds for. Well, for the most part, they're going to focus on hiring and cross-country expansion. For example, if we look at retail startup Jumbotail, it wants to expand to 13 cities and states across India. That's quite a big jump in one go. Travel and tourism startup Ease My Trip is planning 100% growth, and 3M, another company, is looking to take 17,000 square feet of office space from rental company WeWork. Now, if we look at all these funds, we know that India is heading in the right direction. The startups can indeed be the fuel that India needs to recover. So with that, I'll take your leave for the day. Thank you so much.